Well, hey, it's great to talk to you. I was really excited to talk to you about this. Even before I read the book, of course, I've been a fan. I've watched your stuff for years. First
Oh,
started
thanks,
watching
man.
Chuck, and Chuck, and then Tangled. My girls are crazy about Flynn Rider. They've been
Well, they
watching
have
it
excellent
even this
taste.
week. Yeah, yeah. And so I've been listening to you sing in the van all week long. So there you go.
All right.
And also Shazam, of course. I'm a big superhero nut,
Yeah.
and but uh, switching gears, reading
Hmm.
this book, um, man, this book is it's really good.
Oh, thanks.
And honestly, I wanted to talk to you because of all these other things. And then when I read the book, I just thought, this book is so powerful and vulnerable. Um, our power went off the other day, so I had several hours that I could just, kind of consume it, and read through it.
Sure.
But it's different. It's not it's not like a bio. It's not about. It's enough about you, but it seems to me like you really wanted to give something back. You wanted to, you know, maybe reach out people who needed to hear that. So was that, at what point did you decide that, or when you're putting the book together? I don't want it just to make it all about me, but I want it to be about other people.
Yeah, no. I mean, the truth is, it was always kind of that. I had no intention of writing a book. I had been approached years ago about, by some other publishers, and I think that they were like, "Hey, would you like to write a book?" And I think that they were just trying to capitalize on celebrity or something. Like if a celebrity writes a book, it
Right.
doesn't matter what it's
Right.
about. We can go sell some units. And I, respectfully, I told them, "Hey, listen, I'm flattered that you would want me to write a book, but I don't know what I would write about. I'm not I have a hard enough time just sitting down and reading a book. So
Right.
to
Yeah.
spend the time and the diligence to sit down and write one, it's got to be something that means something. And not just to me, but it means something to other people. And to just, go write a memoir or something. Like I'm only halfway through my life, hopefully not even fully halfway through, but
Right.
I haven't lived enough life to write a biography or autobiography or memoirs, really. And so, really this all spawned from, as I talk about in the book, I had a major breakdown at 37 when I moved to Austin. And then I went to this life-changing, life-saving therapy for 3 weeks. And on the heels of that, literally as I was finishing it, I booked Shazam. And then that changed the trajectory of my life. And I insisted, when I talked to my team, my publicists, who are lovely, and I said, "Hey, listen, I don't know how to promote this movie." When we were promoting the first movie, I don't know how to do it without at least talking about my mental health journey leading to it a little bit. And they were open to that. And so I did quite a few podcasts and things. And in the process of that, HarperCollins saw all that. And then they approached me and said, "Hey, we'd like you to write a book. And we think that's the book. We think talking about that journey could really help other people." And when they told me that, I said, "Yeah, you know what? I think that could be true. I think that if we can do this right, then maybe just me sharing my story might be, not just cathartic for me, but something that really helps other people to feel like they can share their story and also not feel so alone," which is ultimately what, one of the big lies of mental illness is that you're alone. Nobody else is suffering the way you're suffering, and nobody's ever suffered
Right.
the way you're suffering. And so therefore nobody could know how to fix you or cure you or heal you or anything. You're on your own, and you better just suck it up. And what's the point of living and all that jazz? I mean, those are the lies that were flying through my head, certainly. So that's why, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I have such an incredible life. I've been blessed with so many amazing things throughout my career, and, incredible friends and family, all of these things. But I was always struggling in my mental health, and I am really grateful that I now have some tools in my tool belt and understanding, and I'm enlightened to some of these things in much, more powerful ways. And I think that, if you're someone who's survived walking through the fire, well, then you take pails of water back for those who are still in it. And that's my
Right.
attempt with this book.